Take a moment and try to notice an itch somewhere on your body. Don't stop until you find one. I'll be waiting, patiently waiting. Have you found it? Now don't scratch it. That itch was likely there all along. It's unnoticed until you directed your attention to it. This is exactly how OCD mental checking works. It's like the spotlight that illuminates whenever it touches. Thoughts, feelings, sensations, making them impossible to ignore. People tell me that with their OCD, they notice sensations in their body. They have groanal responses. They notice their breathing, their heart. But are they really? Because let me show you what's really going on and what you can do about these sensations. So mental checking, it's a hidden OCD compulsion that happens entirely in your mind. While no one can see it's happening, it silently drains your energy. You might look perfectly normal in a conversation while your mind is frantically checking whether you said something right or wrong. Here's the trap. Your brain convinces you that checking thoughts provides relief, but it actually intensifies the problem. It's like scratching poison ivy. It feels good for the moment, but then the itch is 10 times worse. The big paradox is that you create the very problem that you're trying to solve. Every time you check a thought, you first have to bring that thought to your mind. It's like repeatedly opening the refrigerator to make sure the milk is still there, but somehow adding more milk each time you check. Studies show something fascinating. With repeated checking, whether it's physical or mental, it destroys confidence. Confidence in what we know. The thing that people are doing to increase certainty is actually reducing it. Your brain's attention system works like magic. So let me demonstrate. Focus on your left foot right now. Like really focus on it. Can you notice anything? What about the pressure? Is there an itch? Do you kind of feel that like electricity? Notice something in that left foot. That sensation probably wasn't there before I mentioned it. That is selective attention, and it's exactly what happens during OCD mental checking. When you direct your attention to any part of your body, your brain amplifies those signals. So normal bodily processes like breathing or swallowing can suddenly feel wrong and uncomfortable. And the same thing happens to thoughts. When OCD demands that you check if you're having a bad thought, the very act of checking brings that thought to your mind. Is it still there? Is it still there? Am I having this thought? Is it okay that I'm having this thought? I'm thinking about the thing I don't want to think about. If you imagine being absorbed into a great movie, you're not aware of how your clothes feel against your skin as you're just sitting there. But if someone whispers, hey, your shirt tag is hanging out, do you notice that? Is it itchy? All of a sudden you suddenly can't focus on anything else until you solve that problem. A problem that was always there, but you didn't notice. Your attention works like a spotlight in the dark theater. In OCD, this spotlight gets stuck. The more you check for a thought, the better your brain gets at finding it. And I don't even just mean thoughts. When I'm talking about OCD, I'm thinking about sensations. I'm thinking about your heartbeat, your lungs, a groanal sensation. Is there something happening down there? I got to keep checking to make sure I don't get a sensation. And every time I do that, I'm getting a sensation. So then how do we break this cycle? We use something that's called exposure and response prevention, but we also use NERs. NERs are non-engagement responses. And this is how we use them. Instead of trying to answer OCD's questions or get rid of uncomfortable thoughts, this is what we're gonna do. We can do 1, affirm your anxiety. When your brain says, your breathing just doesn't feel right, you better check it. You can respond with, yeah, my breathing does feel strange and that makes me anxious. Cool. This acknowledges a feeling without starting the checking cycle. You're just noticing it. You're not saying there's a problem. You're saying, oh yeah, I do notice my breathing. Oh, cool. I noticed some sensations down there. Interesting. You can, number 2, affirm uncertainty. When your mind says, you're feeling something down there, you're probably attracted to that person. You can respond with, yeah, I might be feeling something. I guess I'll never really know for sure if it actually means anything. This removes the fuel that powers the sensation. I'm saying, you know what, you can come up with whatever idea you want to come up with, but I'm not really giving you much attention. You can, number 3, affirm possibility. When OCD whispers, what if this heart flutter means something serious? You can respond with, yeah, maybe my heart rhythm will feel weird forever. Maybe it would even get weirder. You can even amplify it. Maybe I'll be hyper aware of this heartbeat for the rest of my life, man. That would be so cool. This transforms a threatening sensation into something that's just like, cool. If it's there, it's there. It can be there forever. Awesome. I love this. And then number 4, affirm difficulty. When OCD makes you notice something like your clothes touching your skin, and it's like, what if you notice this all day? That would be horrible. Your acknowledgement can be, yeah, I guess it really would kind of suck to feel this all day. But that's it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, cool. I'm acknowledging a thought. Yeah, that wouldn't be great. But I'm not going to do anything to fix it. That's the important part here. But here's the thing. These are just statements. They're a statement. They're not a conversation starter. It's not, okay, now I can analyze everything because I just said my NER statement. No, it helps prepare you for exposure and response prevention, which is what we do for OCD. And this is how we might use ERP with something like this. Step 1, we might map our sensations, the triggers, the things that you identify. Is awareness of your breathing suddenly just doesn't feel right? Maybe you're swallowing. Perhaps it's like what you're feeling on your skin just somewhere. Are your eyes not blinking correctly? Are you focusing on what's going on down there? We write down all of these things and let's rank them from 0 to 10. How much distress does it cause for me to think about this thing? Then we create a hierarchy. You don't always have to create a hierarchy, but you can, which means I'm going to work on the things that cause the least amount of anxiety and work up to the ones that cause the most. And if you're not sure how to create a hierarchy, I've got this in my Master Your OCD online course. It's got all the worksheets and videos to help you do this. I'll link that down below. But once you have this, let's do some exposures. Because unlike accidental exposures where you're like, oh no, I'm starting to notice, we actually want to find it before it finds you. So this is what we might do. We might say, pull out your phone, maybe your Alexa. Ooh, how many people's Alexa just went off in their room because I just said that word? And you say, create timers throughout the day. 10 minutes. Every time this timer goes off, I'm going to deliberately focus on the sensation. For example, breathing. I'm going to set a timer. I'm going to notice it. I'm gonna focus on it. Am I doing it wrong? Am I doing it right? I don't know. I hope I have this forever. I'm changing the patterns that my brain wants to follow, wants to figure it out, wants to do something till it feels right. So guess what? I'm just gonna let it be there. Notice that, notice it, notice it. Man, do I notice something down there? Cool. I hope it happens. But we practice being in these moments because your brain's gonna wanna already do it, but we're changing the way you respond to it. So swallowing exposure, I take little sips of water and I'm focusing on the swallowing and I'm like, oh yeah, man, I hope I'm doing this incorrectly. You kind of think of it like mindful acceptance. I'm willing to feel the sensation, not doing anything about it. I'm just observing it. Cool. You're welcome to last all day long. You can use some of these NERs. I also use the maybe, maybe not. I use agreeing with the threats. I notice tingling in my fingers. Man, I love that feeling. Tightness in my throat. I sure hope I choke today. Super cool. My heart is speeding up. Man, heart attack city, here we come. We can take power away from this thing. Sensations are not good. They're not bad. They're not right. They're not wrong. See you next time. The path forward isn't about eliminating uncertainty. It's about changing your relationship with it. So we take the threats, we leave them uncertain, or we agree with it. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I love it. I'm noticing a feeling right now. I'm not doing anything about it. So if you're feeling sensations, you love it. You be with it. You take value away from it. And if it's like, well, it means this. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It could. Possibly. That is the whole idea. So let me notice on purpose multiple times a day and change my relationship with it. Is this something that you've experienced? Let me know down in the comments. Also, I go into more treatment skills in the video here. Go click on that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Certainty, dramatic, blah, 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 blah. You first have to bring,